Finding your power users is actually just the start of the journey. What you do next is what builds trust, loyalty, and growth. All right, Kate, so we have found our power users. Now what?
Oh, this is the bit I love, because there's nothing like building a product and then you find your power users, because it's like finding your little club. Your power users like your tool, and then just that personal message goes a long way. Connecting with them if you're heading to an event, flagging that you're heading to an event and are they going. I used to do that. I used to write to people and say, hey, I'm heading to this event, are you going? We used to do the customized videos. I love a bit of that. What I also find is that they often love giving you feedback and giving you ideas about features. So start to include them in your roadmap discussions where you're collecting information about what you should do next. They're great advocates on that. Of course, the early feature access, swag, gamified rewards, that's also an option as well.
I always did enjoy rewarding people, or sometimes felt like bribing them to talk to us. Yeah, we've mentioned this a few times, but socks were a big hit. We toyed with the idea of giving away branded underwear, but I don't think we actually pulled the trigger on that one. So
I don't think we did. No.
I don't know if we suggest that or not. Do we? No, probably not. So making sure that the people that you're engaging with feel like they're giving value and getting it. I think that was one thing that I think we did really well back in the Proforma days, was having really candid conversations and making it clear too that we're thick-skinned enough that you could make fun of our product a little bit, or poke holes. Maybe make fun's the wrong word, but you could be honest with us and give us real valuable open feedback. Beyond perks and bribery, what else sort of helps bring them closer?
I think just treating people as human beings and being authentic, showing that you're genuinely interested in what they have to say and it's of value. And I think another big thing is actually assisting them when they're having problems. For example, if there is a problem and your system is causing issues within that organisation, is getting them to help sort it out, because it's in their interests and your interest. You make sure you actually back them up and you don't leave them hanging.
Yeah, that's a good point. So it's not just a thank you and a little pat on the back. It's actually a much more strategic move to engage them and then, as you said, enable them to make sure that they can be your champion, not just under their own power. You're there to support them, which I think is great. So doing this right can actually turn them from customer to a promoter, which is something that we're always looking for, right?